The American Express Hilton credit cards have some absolutely insane sign-up bonuses. And in today's video, I'll be going over the sign-up bonuses for the 3 personal Hilton credit cards from American Express. And I'll show you how you can get thousands of dollars in value just from applying for these 3 credit cards alone. So this includes the best strategy on when to apply for these credit cards to get the best bang for your buck. And of course, I'll tell you how to use these points to get some great value. And I'll even provide some examples at the end with some actual properties. That way you can see it firsthand how to get value from the points that you'll be earning. All right, enough chit chat. Let's get into the sign up bonuses. So first, we'll go ahead and start with the no annual fee Hilton Honors credit card. Like I said, this card has no annual fee, so at no cost to you. All you have to do is put a little bit of spend on the card and you'll be earning 70,000 points and a free night certificate after spending $2,000 in the first 6 months. Now, you are spending on the card and you will be earning a base 3x point multiplier. So technically you'll have another 6,000 points on top of the 70,000 you're earning from the sign-up bonus. So at a base, you'll be earning 76,000 points plus the free night. You'll probably earn a bit more than that because the multipliers are actually kind of good in some popular categories like dining, groceries, and gas. But we'll be conservative and we'll just do the base 3x multiplier, so 76,000 points in this case. Now, it is a no annual fee card, so you won't be earning too many credits and benefits. And in this video, I'm not going to be really going over the credits and benefits on the cards. I do recommend doing some research on your own to see if it's worth keeping these cards open after year 1 and into year 2 and beyond. I do think if you can utilize these credits, then these cards can definitely be worth it for you. And you do, of course, have to travel to make use out of them. But if you do, then these cards can be really great. But back to the sign-up bonuses, let's go and get on to the second card, which is the Hilton Surpass credit card. Now, this card does come with a $150 annual fee, but you will be earning 130,000 Hilton points plus another free night certificate after you spend $3,000 in the first 6 months. So that is another insane welcome offer. And so just from these 2 cards alone, with a $150 annual fee total combined between them, you'll be earning 215,000 points and 2 free night certificates. I included the points you'll be earning from spend on the Hilton Surpass as well, which is another 3x base point multiplier. So that'll be another 9,000 points on top of that, which totals that 215,000 Hilton points, and then the 2 free nights from both of these cards. And then to top it off, you have the Big Daddy Hilton Aspire credit card. This card does have a $550 annual fee, so you do have to fork out a bit of money up front. But with this card, you'll be getting 175,000 Hilton points after you spend $6,000 in the first 6 months. This one does not include a free night certificate with the sign-up bonus, but also 175,000 points is still pretty good. Then if you throw in the points you'll be earning from spend on this card, that is another $6,000 in spend, so that's 18,000 points. We'll go ahead and round it up to 20,000 just for the sake of numbers. So that's 195,000 points you'll have on this card just for signing up. Now, like I mentioned earlier, I'm not going to be going into the specifics of the credits and benefits, but the Aspire does have plenty of benefits that come with it. However, there is one I'm going to be bringing over into this scenario, and that is the free night you earn on the Hilton Aspire just for having the card open. Now, in this case, you actually don't have to wait for your card member anniversary year like you do on a bunch of other cards. You'll actually get it pretty much instantly. You might have to wait like 1 or 2 billing cycles, but then it should pop into your account. And so technically, if you include that into the sign-up bonus, that's going to be 410,000 total Hilton points plus 3 free night certificates. That is a lot of points. And also these free night certificates that come with Hilton are uncapped. You can use them at pretty much any Hilton property as long as it's on a standard room. So there's plenty of options you can use these free nights on. So now let's go over the best strategy for applying for these 3 credit cards. So the first tip is I would apply starting from the bottom and climbing your way up the credit card ladder. The reason I say that is because Amex has been including family language in more and more cards recently. And so basically what that means is that if you apply for a higher tier credit card and get that sign-up bonus, you will not be eligible for any card beneath that. So in this case, if you applied for the Hilton Aspire, got the sign-up bonus, you will not be eligible for the Surpass or the Hilton Honors sign-up bonuses. So I recommend starting from the bottom up. Now, this hasn't been implemented yet, but we have seen it on plenty of other Amex cards. So I'm sure it's going to happen sometime soon. So I would just play it safe and start from the bottom. Now, the other tip is, of course, trying to hit that spend on these cards for that sign-up bonus. Some of you might be able to hit that spend super easily, and that's fantastic. But I know some of us actually can't hit that spend that easily. And so when it comes to the first 2 cards being $2,000 and then $3,000 in the first 6 months, that's a total of $5,000 in 6 months if you get them back to back, maybe up to 8 months depending on when you apply for them. Now, I know many of us can hit that spend, but it might take up the full 6 months to hit it. So you do want to space out the credit card applications. So in this case, I would start with the Hilton Honors Card right as that elevated offer drop. Or if you're seeing this video now, then just immediately apply for that Hilton Honors Card and start working on that $2,000 spend requirement. Then once you're close to hitting it, or once the offer is close to expiring, in this case, it expires on 7/31/24, I would then apply for the Hilton Surpass card right beforehand. That way you can work on both of those cards simultaneously. Of course, get the Hilton Honors card as close to 2,000 as possible, but don't hit the mark just yet. I'll explain that in a second. Once you're close to hitting $2,000, then start working on the Hilton Surpass card, and then you can start working on the $3,000 for that. Now you're thinking, okay, well, what about the Hilton Aspire card? Well, technically, Amex and Hilton will offer these elevated bonuses 2 to 3 times a year. However, the free night certificate bonus only happens once per year, which is why I highly recommend applying for those two cards now, because we probably won't see it until next year. But that's only on the Hilton Honors and the Surpass card. The Aspire does not have the free night. So in this case, you can actually wait until the next elevated offer, which if I had to guess would probably be around October to November. And in that case, it'll just be another elevated point offer, as we don't see the free night certificate added for the Aspire. Reason being is you already get the free night just for holding the card, so they're not going to give you another one. So you can work on the first two cards welcome offers, and then down the road, you can start working on the Aspire once it's elevated again, hopefully in this case in just a few months. Now, going back to what I said, not to hit that spend requirement on the Hilton Honors card right away and hold it right below that $2,000 mark. The reason I said that is once you earn the free night certificate from hitting the sign-up bonus, they will expire after 12 months. So if you can hold off on hitting that spend requirement as long as possible into that 5-month range, then hit the sign-up bonus and you'll get that free night certificate, and the clock will start for the 12 months. That'll give you more time to hit the Surpass offer, and then also more time to hit the Aspire offer down the road. That then leads me into my next tip, which is to already have a trip planned out where you can use these Hilton points and free night certificates. Because, like I said, those free nights do expire after 12 months, so you definitely want to have something planned so that you can use them before they expire. So I think that's the best strategy to apply for these Hilton cards, and some of the best tips I can give you as well. But now let's get into redeeming the points and the free night certificates. Now, there's a few ways you can go about redeeming them. You can use the points on some low-tier properties and spread out the points as long as possible and get more than 2 weeks in free nights. You can also use them for mid-tier properties and get close to 2 weeks in free nights, maybe about 10 days in free nights, including the 5th night free when you use points. Or if you want to stay at a luxury property, you can also do that and stay for maybe close to a week using these points and the free nights as well. Now, the best strategy I would recommend is using the points for a mid-tier property or lower if you're okay with that, and then utilizing the 5th night free perk with Hilton. The 5th night free perk only works on point stays, so you cannot use the free night certificates with points and get the 5th night free. It's only with points. So with over 400,000 Hilton points in your account, you can stay at a mid-tier property at about 50,000 points a night, and that'll give you 5 nights for 200,000 points, because you're technically only paying for 4 nights with points and then getting that 5th night free. So you can stay at that mid-tier property for 10 nights with 400,000 points, because in that case, you'll be getting 2 nights free thanks to that 5th night benefit, because they do stack. And then you can use the 3 free night certificates to extend that stay. But honestly, in my opinion, the best use for the free night certificates is using them at a higher tier property. Now, you don't have to, but because they are uncapped and you can use them for any standard room, I would recommend using them for, a Waldorf Astoria, a Conrad, just something that's a bit nicer, and just experience that nice hotel because you can. It's free. So personally, what I would do is extend the points that you get with the sign-up bonus, extend them at a mid-tier property, try and stay as long as you can, really get some use, and stay up to 2 weeks at any sort of property or just multiple trips, whatever it may be. And then use the 3 free night certificates at a nice property and stay 3 nights in a row just to experience some nice luxury, because why not? The value there is insane because, like I said, if you're staying 10 nights for free using the points, likely that's going to be about $2,000 in value. Then if you use the 3 free night certificates at a nice property, that property could be $500 to $600 a night. And in that case, you're getting $1,500 in value just from those 3 nights alone. And so if you combine that, that's going to be $3,500 in value just for spending $700 up front for the cards. So like I said, if you already have a trip planned and you need to spend money on hotels regardless, if you apply for these cards and get the points and the free night certificates, you can really make that trip worth it. If you want some proof, then let's show some examples. Let's go to Vegas, baby. If we look at some Vegas properties, you can see that there are some Hilton hotels just outside of the strip where you can either walk a little farther or take an Uber, whatever it may be. And these hotels really aren't too badly priced. You can see there are some properties at that 50,000 point mark for about 200 bucks. So again, if you stay there for 10 nights straight using that fifth night free, then you will get about $2,000 in value just with the points alone. And then with the 3 free nights, let's go over to the Crockford's LXR Resort. And that one costs over $500 a night, but we can stay there for free using the free night certificates. So 3 nights there is 1,500 bucks. Okay, well, what if we want to go somewhere else? Maybe let's go to Orlando and go to Disney World. Well, we can see that there's plenty of properties here as well. There's a few options right around that 50,000 point mark. So once again, there's around $2,000 in value. And then with those 3 free nights, you can stay at the Waldorf Astoria Orlando or the Conrad Orlando. And once again, that's $500 to $600 a night. And so that's well over $1,500 in value. Just like that, 3,500 bucks. Finally, if we want to use the infamous Maldives example, which I know is a stretch for many of us, but if we want to look at it, you can see that the Conrad Resort is 120,000 points a night. So you can stay about 3 nights on points plus another 3 nights using the free night certificates. That's 6 nights in the Maldives completely for free. So as you can see, there's plenty of options to get some really great value with these points and free night certificates. And don't forget that with the Aspire, you actually are a Diamond member, so you will get breakfast included at pretty much any hotel, and also a solid chance at an upgrade for your hotel room. Plus all the other benefits and credits that come with the Surpass and the Aspire. I mean, for the first year, it's an absolute no-brainer, and I highly recommend strategizing this like I mentioned, so you can get some insane value on either one large trip or multiple trips within the year. This is exactly what I'll be doing in the future, as I actually haven't done it yet. So this isn't a video to try and get referrals or anything, because I don't actually have the Hilton cards, but I do know that they hold some value, especially with these sign-up bonuses. I just haven't gotten around to them yet, but I will in the future, no doubt. Probably next year, if anything, if they bring back the FNC sign-up bonus, then I'll do this exact strategy. Because in the meantime, I've actually been using Marriott or Hyatt for some free night stays. So if you want to see how I actually went to Hawaii pretty much completely for free, go and check out the video on screen now, or check out the other video on screen that YouTube recommends to you. Otherwise, that's all I have for today. So if you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel for some more content. Otherwise, I will see you guys in the next one.